think it's safe to say that we all know that nothing is absolutely 100% original in the world of Meghan Markle. I mean, time and time again, she gets called out, but of course it's now reimagined, isn't it? It's never copied, borrowed, stolen, whatever you want to call it. And literally, Meghan, as you can imagine, with this brand new cooking show that she's had for Netflix, has literally been torn apart from every single thing. Over here in the United Kingdom, actually, they had a lady replicating some of the recipes, and she was quite honest and said some of them come out all right. I don't know about you, it looks a lot of faff to me. I mean, I'm just about the level, I don't being made honest chums, scrambled eggs in the microwave, that sort of stuff. Get round it one way or another. I always think things look lovely, beautifully plated, get my teeth in, plated. But the thing is, it's all the washing up, isn't it? Yeah, but you see, Meghan doesn't do that. Oh, no, it's not even her house. She can just leave it stacked up and walk off, can't she? That's the thing. But behind the scenes, of course, a lot of people were shocked by this. That's right, the, ubiquitous new name drop. And everybody was like, oh, where did all that come from? Let me tell you a secret from behind the scenes, as ever. Hi, nice to see you. You're right. Thank you so much as ever for joining me. I can't stop saying that now. I've been saying it for years, as many people have pointed out. I won't get nasty, Meghan. Well, maybe. Just depends, right? But the thing is, if you keep stealing the catchphrase, sister, No, it's just a phrase, isn't it? We all say these things. It's like when you sit down, have you noticed? You sort of go, oh dear. And you don't know why you're saying it, do you? But it just makes you giggle, doesn't it? Because somehow you're thinking, oh, lovely to sit down. And you've only been stood up about 10 minutes. That's the problem, isn't it? You want to sit down now. I know the feeling. I know, absolutely. Now, here's where this particular story gets interesting, because as we know, this has been filmed some time back. And this particular bit actually was a relatively late insert, right? And one, as I told you recently, that Harry had no idea about, seemingly because, she didn't want to discuss it with him. Now, where it gets interesting is this. As you can see, her email friend, I think that's the best way you could describe Mindy Kaling. And I thought, actually, as I said to you before, I thought Mindy came across as really nice, warm and sincere. I mean, she kind of knew she was there for the freebie. She didn't lie, oh, she makes good food, I'll turn up, that sort of thing. And, she'd had a child, I believe, and wanted to get some slap on, a decent frock and get a day out. But what's wrong with that? I don't really see a problem. Now, where it gets really interesting is this particular, this scene, right? Well, that's the scene that everybody's talking about. Don't you know I'm not a Markle anymore? I'm now Sussex. Clearly, they're not that close. Clearly, they had no connection whatsoever. A little bit like the makeup artist. That's such a good chum. Well, if you dig a bit deeper, do you know what I'm saying? Not that chummy. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because according to a source on set, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, but an excellent source who's no longer in the employ, this wasn't just one, wasn't two, in fact, was 4 takes, right? Because apparently the intonation wasn't there, the turn point and all that sort of stuff of, I'm not this now. They needed to get that point over. Now, obviously, Mindy is an actress, stroke comedian, gets that, doesn't really put her off, whatever. But the fact that she wanted to label this point over and over was the key factor, of course. Now, this shocked a lot of people, as you can imagine, on set, because they had no idea that Meghan, once again, was going to be offering such a, an exclusive, as it were. And at the time, people were a bit confused and thought, well, what? But, they just went along with it per one factor, really, they're being paid. But there are 4 takes of this one particular segment. So clearly this was a statement that Meghan truly wanted to get well and truly right. And more importantly, was pushing hard to make sure that the message was out there. Now, the only thing about it is, each take, I think, whichever you're seeing, you can see that Mindy is consummate and professional. Meghan looks more exaggerated and more manic as each take unfolds. Either way, the message is out there now. Meghan Markle, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.